So, what game are we playing this time? Well, it's not a hack, but actually from a classic game that me and my sister played long, long ago. God, I'm old. This is a very obscure classic game, too. It is The Twisted Tales of Spike McFang. This is such a good game with its unique charm, catchy music, and all this other stuff. It's an action RPG too, and there's no sequel or spiritual successor or anything, which just makes me sad. This is also based on another game on the Wonder Swan, I believe, but I may be wrong. But anyway, we have plot. The islands of Vladimasko were worlds away from humankind. It was a land of monsters and misfits, ruled by three strong leaders. Dracuman, Vampra, and General von Hessler. And so it was for many centuries, until the greedy von Hessler mounted an attack on the other island leaders. With dark magic and an army of zombies, von Hessler took control of all three kingdoms. During the final battle, Vampra's daughter, Camellia, fled from the castle by moonlight to seek help from Dracuman's son, Spike McFang, who was training to be a warrior on an island far away. And that's basically the entire setup. So one day, General von Hessler basically went crazy and power hungry, and basically went full tyrant. So we're going to find out what exactly is going on here, and you might figure out the save from there. I already did a playthrough of this, and yeah, so we're gonna start here. An interesting vehicle. I'm not exactly sure what's up with the sheep here. But anyway, here's the main character. This is it, Professor Steam, Fighter Island, where young adventurers learn the ways of the warrior. You've been reading too many brochures, Spike. That may be true, Professor. But if I'm going to rule the kingdom of Dracuman someday, I have to learn to protect the land. You're always one step ahead of me, Spike. Hey, someone's coming. Camellia, what are you doing here? Spike, General von Hessler's army of zombies has taken over the land of Vladimasko. That's terrible. Where are my parents and your mother? Missing. It's up to us to find them and defeat von Hessler. Wait a minute. Before the two of us go battling armies of drooling ghouls, I think I need a little practice. I've already signed up for these classes, and if I back out now, I'll lose the deposit. Clearly we have our priorities straight. Fine, you go to your little warrior camp. I'm going to go to Ratville to see if I can find someone who is ready to save the islands. Listen, Camellia, catch up to me in Ratville if it fits into your schedule, wimp. Camellia. Ooh, got him. That didn't go so well. She's upset. Her kingdom is crumbling and evil creatures are running rampant. That could put a damper on your day. It looks like you should get your training out of the way. Then see about saving your own crumbling kingdom. Good idea. I'll go back to Batland and wait for you there. Thanks. Give me a call on my cellular phone if you need me. So, without further ado, let's get started. So, as I said before, this is an action RPG. The control pad is to move all around. B is jumping, Y is attack, and if you hold it, you can do a magic hat attack that damages foes from a distance. A, L, and R does nothing at the moment. Pause is start, as you can see. Select is basically our stats screen. Right now we are level 1, we are alone, and something about cards. We'll worry about that later. Right now we have the spinning hat. We'll get much better hats as we go on. So, not only does the health counter count as our total health, but also our level. And every time we gain a level, it increases our attack and defense. So, we'll be able to survive much longer. Hello, Spike. I'm Master Qin Chao Khan, the Spear Fighter Island, but you can call me Clarence. We will start your training with jumping exercises. Press the B button to jump over 15 rolling logs. So what if someone is not very athletic or can jump that well? Are they just kinda screwed? Do they fail immediately? I have questions. I must know the intricate lore of the twisted tales of Spike McFang. And as you can imagine, Spike McFang is a vampire, so why the tomatoes? Well, he's a vegetarian, and this is still a kid's game, so there's that. Well done! Let's move on to the next challenge. And also the music is fantastic. God, this brings back so many memories. This is where you have mastered the spin attack. Press the Y button to spin and hit 30 rocks with your cape. But don't spin too quickly, or you'll get dizzy. Yeah, so it pretty much operates like the great spin attack from, say, The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker. If you use the spin too much, you get dizzy and be vulnerable for a couple of seconds. It deals tremendous amounts of area damage, but it's kind of a double-edged sword. So this only leads me to question here. Did Spike sign up for this, right? Did he account for the fact that he would be able to be doing this here? Like, he's being pelted with rocks, logs, and all this other stuff, and every time you get experience and get a level, this happens. It's Professor Steve. Hello, Professor. What's going on? You have achieved another level of experience. Be careful. And now we are level 2, and our attack has slightly increased. As now we can take care of these big boulders in just a couple hits. Excellent! Hop onto the seesaw in the clearing ahead. Seesaw? What? And I guess these are like the McFang servants, these Moa Eastern Island head guys. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this! Is this also part of the training program? What kind of training is this? Now you are ready to learn the hat toss. Press and hold the Y button until your hat begins to float. Then let go and watch it fly. Your challenge is to ground 15 balloon animals. So what if somebody doesn't have like magic hats or whatever? Are they kind of screwed here? And how did these... Why am I going after these sheep? What? What is this? Well, whatever. Weird training as is. This does kind of help. And we're done. Excellent. Let's move on to the last challenge. Alright, now all that's left is the boss, so let's go cross this bridge here and... Oh god! I began to think that this training regimen is not up to code, at least in safety concerns. Anyway, you kill these fish, they will give you some experience. As long as you spin, they should damage you, see? And this is what happens when you use the spin attack, you get dizzy, but it doesn't matter, we are the screen transition. So much stuff is happening. Anyway, boss fight time. You've learned well so far, Spike. Now you must spar with me and overcome my magic cane. Let's fight. So this could be easy or hard depending how you do it, but the surefire strategy is basically just spin jump. And it would never hit you. The spin jump is also useful because when you're on the ground, you get dizzy more often. So you can just spam this over and over again. See, look at that. Oh! That's an attack that I rarely ever see. But it's okay, if you just jump to avoid the projectiles, you're good. And we're done! And we had another level up. See? Easy. Now we are level 3. So we're doing pretty good here. I did it! Yes, you did very well. I will reward your efforts by giving you this small token. It's an empty box? When you learn card tricks, you can store your cards in this file. Press the L and R buttons to sort through your cards. Then press the A button to perform the selected trick. Yes, we are going to play Duel Monsters and Yu-Gi-Oh! People. Okay, not really, but you know what I mean. Meanwhile, Colonel Hydra has invaded the castle of Dracuman and placed Felina in charge of the army. You are in control of the castle, Felina. Don't let me down. Yes, Mother. Get to work. Yes, Mother. Well, Professor, it looks like my first order of business should be to go to my castle home and find my parents. Good luck, Spike. Here's 100 gold for supplies. I'll wait for you here. I'll be back soon. So, now that we have our supplies here, these guys can be our save points, and if you talk to Professor Seam, you can actually recover all of your health as a free heal. So, if you press the select button, you can see how many cards you have, and that's useful advice here. The king was taken away to the castle of Von Hessler. The queen may still be in Dracuman Castle. So already things are going straight to crap. Von Hessler's son was lurking around Batland. Be careful. So his son is here, but why? He hasn't done anything yet, so that's weird. Anyway, we have shop here. One of Colonel Hydra's minions has invaded Dracuman Castle. The kingdom is in shambles. We have our shop here. Welcome to our shop. Would you like to buy an item? We have these hats, the star hat and the feather hat. And these tomato cards. These are your health restoration items. So, we don't have enough for any of this yet. But these hats are quite useful. The star hat isn't anything special, it's just like, I don't know, slightly increased range. Doesn't really do much. But this zigzags to the opponent at a distance and deals a marginal amount of damage. But right now, let's get a couple of tomato cards, and there's also another shop here, which is right over here. It's another card shop, but this time you get various cards. Hello, we sell a grab bag of cards here. Each one costs 20 gold, and you never know what you're going to end up with. Let's see what you get. It's an angel card. Congratulations! That's a very useful card. That homes in on enemies and bosses and deals continuous damage. So that might be useful for the upcoming boss plan later. And another another angel card. Wow. Okay. And a time card. This allows you to freeze the area in time for a couple of seconds. It allows you to basically do damage control. So, without further ado, let's go to Batland Castle. God, the music is fantastic. And here we have our Goombas of the Dean, Pillar Clothes. There are two varieties here right off the bat. One's they're basically just waddle around aimlessly and try to body slam you. And the other ones that breathe on you, that deal tons of damage. So, we also have these. Small tomatoes heal a little bit of HP, large ones heal, well, large amounts of HP. And the coins, the small ones are worth 1, the medium size are worth 10, and the large ones are 50. and right now we can't enter our castle. So I guess we'll live on the streets and be homeless. Or not. Hello, it's Professor Steam. I thought it might be you. I mean, Professor Steam is the only one that calls you. Do you know anyone else who owns a cell phone? Are you at the entrance to the castle? Yes, but the door is locked. I gave the key to your pet Sid. He's in the water to the left of the door. Good thinking, Professor. Alright, so, let's go meet Sid. And in a realm of monster kind that basically operates like regular humans, the royal family pet is a sea monster, obviously. Hi, Sid. How are you doing, boy? What's that? One of the cloves stole the key? Where is it now? To the right of the castle door. Thanks, pal. So, this is pretty much operating just like Zelda. This is a stealth Zelda game all along. I knew it. Yeah, see? 1, 10. There we go. Speaking of, there's the key. And done. Now that we can go back to our castle, we have a new enemy, the zombies. They run around, and if you get too close to them, they basically breathe fire. Right now, they're slightly dangerous. See? Like that. So it's good to have a couple of kills to get some more experience. Because, trust me, you're going to need them. This game can be very difficult at times if you're not at the right level. So, we're going to be gaining some more experience here. And jump spins are the way to go. Not only are they faster, but you don't ever get dizzy. See? Doable. And it helps avoid certain attacks too. So, let's go over here and... Well, we already hit our roadblock, so... Yeah, we can't go any further. So let's go down to the left side of this hallway that goes on for very, very long. I assure you we're getting somewhere. Hey, buddy! What you up to? Oh god! Yeah, so he just yeets Spike all the way to the wall and... That's one way to get rid of it. And now we're introduced with another enemy, the most annoying one of them all. The feline fighters. They are very fast, agile, and right now they hurt a lot. But again, jump spins are your best friend. They can barely hit you sometimes. Or you can just attack them from a distance. If they ever get nearby. Yet sometimes the enemies just say, no, I don't want to go near you. See, right now they hurt quite a lot. But we managed to persevere. So, do these traps come with the castle, or did Von Hessler's men set this all up, including the flamethrowers and such? They hurt like hell, so be sure to dodge them. Ah. In this, we have an empty room. But hey, spring! Well, if Mario can do it, surely Spike can. No, he cannot. But luckily, we have the best boy here. They also do this big move where they hide the enemies in the foreground with all the traps. Because they're green like that. We have yet another new enemy. The Meadow Munchers. Oh god. Keep your distance, it shouldn't be too bad. Done, and it's a feline fighter in disguise. But he also dropped lots of stuff, so here's that. It gives some decent experience. We got these clovers that breathe in you. They're very annoying. Health is always a good thing. And we have these spiders. They don't do anything, but they give one pitiful experience point. Case in point. So do the people also have to go through all of this just to get where they need to go, or is this... I really don't know. And that door is locked, so we're going through Zelda again. We have to find the key. But where is the key? Well, since it has a bunch of spiders and stuff, it's very obvious what's going to be happening. We have a mini-boss of sorts, and this guy could be quite the problem if you don't know what you're doing here. So just attack it from a distance. Every time you hit him, he counterattacks. So just avoid out of the way. Jumping is your best friend. Quite the beefy guy. Whoop. What? Ow. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that could be very bad. Good thing to have the health cards. Behold, Spike's ultimate enemy, spiders. I believe this is the only enemy that actually gives you a full heal, which is very weird. Because nowhere else does that. So that's very strange. But now, we have to go get the key. Don't worry, this is the only time where there is backtracking. The later areas don't have that. Get away from me. Get rid of you. Section of the castle. Another long hallway, but don't worry, we don't have to ram into the wall again. Instead, we have this. Free experience. There we go. Go all the way to the right. Go all the way here. And we have buzzsaws in the ground. What? Get the key. Okay, now we can continue. We're almost close to level up, so... There we go. Now we're doing some substantial damage. And I guess we have ventilation shafts? I'm not sure why they're sucking you in. What the hell is the layout of this castle? Anyway, after all that, we find a person. Mother! Spike? Is that you? Are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. Good. I'll get you out of here as soon as I can, and take care of the creature that has taken over the castle. Be careful, son. She is a level 4 fighter and very athletic. But you know, I think that she would be a nice girl if she wasn't influenced by evil beings. Right. Thanks, Mom. Here's something to take with you, Spike. Spike received the card of transport, an extra one. With this card, you can return to Professor Steam if you're in trouble. Cool. She can also heal your HP just like Professor Steam too, so if you're ever low on health, just come back here, talk to Spike's mom, who has no name, as far as I know. And yeah, it's gonna be a while for the next level up though. Ugh. Be prepared to see a lot of feline fighters. Ow. Ow. Over here, we have save point. Yes, I do. Now, let's continue onwards. We are also introduced with another new type of feline fighter, the bombers. They drop bombs, obviously. And if you go right here, more killer clothes. And money. But also, we have a key. And that gets us to the final area of this castle. We're near the end of it anyways. These feline fighters are pretty much harmless at a distance. They literally can't do anything. All they just do is stand there and throw bombs. That's it. That is all they do. And even then, it's not really amounting much here. See, they can't do anything, and it just tears them to shreds. But they also give some good experience. Case in point, they don't even have any attacks that hit you when you get close to them. They're just... yeah. I'm not exactly sure what they were thinking here, but, yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, see, getting some good experience there. So, I'm gonna come back after I get, like, a level up or something, and we'll continue onwards. Alright, back. And we're pretty much close to level anyway, so might as well continue onward. After throwing a dozen traps at this one door, Jesus Christ. And there we go, level up. We are now level 5. Now, these guys are pretty much no issue. Look at that, just shreds them like nothing. And we have plenty of money too. We recoup our losses. Thankfully, we would have to fight all these guys. I am Felina, queen of the feline fighters. Prepare to go down in humiliating defeat, vampire. Let's rumble. So... she is very agile here. And... okay. Gonna do... there we go. And she also loves using her trident, taking lessons from Ganon, by just spamming it constantly. She basically has 2 throws. That one where it just slightly aims at you, and another one where it's a much bigger range and tries to home in on you. So, right now, it's not going too bad. But there's a twist. There we go. See, that's what I mean. It homes in on you. That's phase 2 of the battle. Now the strategy's completely changed. Because now she has a new additional attack. She homes in where Spike is, and ground pounds. But first, we have the angel attack. Look at this. It just completely shreds her health. And after she does the ground pound, she leaves herself vulnerable. So, we're gonna do the angel attack again. And she's almost down. And we're done! Wait! I'll give you this token if you spare me! My kleptomania. Damn it! Ha! You're trapped! You won't get away with this. We'll see about that. Well, now what? Who's this? Well, I'm free. Eat hat, cat. Are you Spike McFang, the Prince of Batland? Yes, who are you? I heard you were a wimp, but you've done well here. Thanks, who are you? I'm Rudy, the son of Von Hesser, but don't worry, I'm on your side. Thanks for getting me out of that mess. No problem. You see, I need your help in proving that my father is innocent. And I need your help to save the kingdom. Spike! Mom, are you okay? Yes, I knew that you could do it. Me too. Thank you for helping my son, young man. No problem. What will you do now? We must continue our journey to my father's castle and reclaim the kingdom from the creature that has taken over his mind. Good luck, boys. Thank you. Okay, let's go. Meanwhile, in the castle of Von Hessler, Hydra is summoned by the general. He is very angry. What's going on? We've lost the castle of Dracumen. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have placed Felina in charge. However, we still have Croc guarding the Kalala Desert. Make sure that he succeeds. Yes, sir. You've done very well. I'm surprised. I'm very lucky that Ruby came along when he did. That's right. The Queen will be safe here while we continue our adventure. Okay. I have an urgent message from the people of Ratville. What does it say? Dear Spike, Camellia of the Castle Vampire is very sick. She's requested that you come here to Ratville and help her regain her health. Yours truly, Helios Bane. Camellia needs our help. Let's go. Ratville is a long drive from here. We should go soon. You buy the supplies, I'll ready the car. Okay. So, after you complete an area like this, you pretty much can't go back to the dungeon because, well, it's already completed. Or, well, in this case, I guess you still can get some enemies and stuff. This area is an exception. However, the next couple areas, they are points of no return. So, be sure to get some supplies while you can. Because we're not gonna come back to these areas for a long while. So, in the meantime, I'm going to get enough funds to get myself a new hat. I appreciate the help, but I need money right now. Alright, we have enough funds for the hat. Don't worry, we'll get more money later. So, let's go to the shop. Get ourselves the feather hat. Now that we have a new hat, its effects also change. Because now, it can zigzag and deal a bit more damage. Let's go to Ratbait. Take the collar. Hey, that sign says watch for falling rocks. Be careful. I don't believe it. We're still a long way from Ratville. Huh, who would have thought that falling rocks, there would be falling rocks? We have a new enemy type here, the Desert Foes. They basically just throw spears and bum rush you. I told you they were the Goombas of the game, in different varieties as well. And god damn, this music is funky. Okay, can you stop whacking me, please? Thank you. I don't know what the hell these things are. They're clown-faced sentient coins? Okay. I don't know what they're doing here. But, yeah. Look at that damage. And that's a lot of money. And we're almost close to a level up anyways. And we're getting tons of money now. Halt! Who goes there? Are you agents of Von Hessler? No, honest. We're on your side. How can we trust you? Listen, I'm Spike, the son of Dracula, and I'm his friend, Rudy. We've come to help Camellia. She's sick. Hold your fire! I sent for these men. I will take you to Camellia. You must be Helios Bane. Yes, I am. Good timing. Oh. How is she? She's not doing so well. What can we do to help her? She needs the water of the Kalala Desert. Unfortunately, it is in the pyramid to the north, guarded by Croc, one of Von Hessler's men. Again with Von Hessler. We've got to go to the pyramid and get the water. So, how exactly did this happen? That's what I'd like to know. Anyway, that tomato plant heals you at full health. And I believe that's the only one here. So, yeah. And there are no shops, so let's continue onwards. And oh my god, so many enemies. And so much money. Jesus. Anyway, it's time for some platforming, along with very annoying enemies. These don't do anything, and you can't kill them. They mainly just push you off. But they're easily dealt with. So let's just continue onwards. There really is no other point of exploring here. We're already near the end of this area. Case in point, we're at the home stretch now. And that happens, and you lose a ton of health. Alright, now to the pyramid. Or not, we can just follow our death, that's cool. I'm okay with this. That was quite a drop, but we seem to have landed safely. How awfully convenient. Anyway, this is our, I guess, town in a way, if you could call it that. We have the card shop and the regular shop here. So, let's see what cards we can get. Give us the same spiel over and over again, blah blah blah. Okay, what do we got? We get companion card. That boosts your partner's attack, which can be useful in certain situations. An animal card. That allows you to transform enemies into animals and basically make them defenseless. And a flying hat card. It allows you to duck inside your hat and float around. Basically, sort of invincibility. And we have a bat card. It's pretty much the same as the angel card, only it's bats. That's literally it. There is virtually no difference. Speaking of invisibility, we have the Invis card. It is what it says. It turns you invisible. But anyway, now that we got that done, go over here. We have our shop, which has basically the same stuff. So, purchase some healing items. And you only have a select number of cards that you can stockpile. You can't just hoard like hundreds of them. That would be too broken. So, the next boss is Croc, and he's slightly difficult. But there's also a good place to get some experience. Because we're gonna need all the attack power we can. And we're almost close to a level up too. As you can see, Rudy is helping out by dishing more damage. If he hones his sights on the enemy, which he sort of does, but not really. The partner AI is very weird. But regardless, we gain another level up. And we get more money. That is always a good thing. And here we already have a new enemy type, the sandboars. They basically have two attacks. A spread shot of rocks and hurling a giant rock at you. Yeah, like that. And at the level we are at, they dish out tons of damage. So it's good to basically just get them at a distance. There we go. So... you know what that means. I'm basically going to be leveling up again, off screen. Because seeing this over and over again is very monotonous and boring, and I want you guys to have a much better experience here, so I'm going to buy some more stuff. More healing items. Use some. Save. After Spike becomes a ghost for 1 minute. Okay, there we go. Now, I'll meet you later once I level up. Alright, so back, and just been doing all this, taking care of the clothes and dancing cactuses, and we gotta level up. And as you can see, we've earned a lot of money, and look at that. Shreds them like nothing. Dropping a lot of money, actually. Jesus. Wow. Okay. So, I'm gonna spend this money on getting more healing items. Such as these ones. These restore way more health. And get some extras. Alright, we're stacked and ready to go. So, now, it's time for the boss, Croc himself. Let's do this. It's time to enter the pyramid. Yeah, see, these guys are nothing now. What a level makes a difference in strength. We also have the blobs that do absolutely nothing, they're just fodder. Wait a minute, you guys ain't going nowhere. Are you Croc? Yeah, I'm Croc. And the water of Kalala Desert is mine, see? The desert root soaks it up and I get it. The water's for everyone, Green Man. Oh, the little guy talks big. I'm scared. Let's see how tough you really are. So, he's a level 7 fighter. And right off the bat, his defense is pretty much hot garbage. And Rudy's just, oh my god. Wow. Rudy's just going to town on this guy. Wow, you are strong. Now it gets serious. And now his attack strategies change, including a very dangerous attack. Lightning, but first... Get him! Get him! Use the bat. Look at that. Just shreds it like nothing. I don't believe it! You beat me! But now you're going to have to take on the desert route to get the water. And also, the shield is alive, I guess? It basically operates as those weird coin things earlier. There we go. So the bat is basically a much better version of the Angel card. It deals continuous amounts of damage all the time, and as you can see, it just shreds crops out like nothing. Anyway, this is the route that they were talking about, so let's climb up this pyramid. It's very straightforward. We're also introduced with another new enemy type, the Rap Warriors, these mummies. They don't really do much aside from using their raps to attack you and just wander around aimlessly. Case in point. They're also very beefy. We're almost close to a level up anyway, so... Okay, bro, you're blocking the way. Can you please? There we go. Get money for our troubles. There we go. Just gonna ignore you guys, don't mind me. Now we go out here, and we're near the end. So first, healing. We should be good to go. And here he is. Who are you? We've come for the water. Hydra told me to give the water to no one. If you want it, you have to take it by force. Let's fight, Root. So, he's basically just like Whiskey Woods, in that he can't do anything, but he only has a couple of attacks. He sends leaves out, summons enemies, and then uses Solar Beam that sucks you in and fires, and he's only vulnerable when his mouth is moving. But other than that, yeah, he's pretty much a joke. Look at this. He really can't do anything. All this can be easily avoided by moving and jumping. And yeah, this is just really sad. He's very beefy at level 8. And he has no second phase either. This is it. This is the entire fight. I really don't know what else to tell you here. Just, this is it. They're just kind of there, fodder. You don't really have to deal with them in any way. You just focus on the route. Again, this is the whole boss fight. Just this. It takes forever. Oh my god, he hit me. That doesn't matter. Isn't this such a riveting boss fight? Just this, over and over again. Doesn't this seem fun? We're almost done with this snooze fest, so... Yeah, nowhere near as threatening. Prof was at least threatening because of his lightning attack, but, yeah. Oh, he also has his movies and his monkeys. That's something that I rarely ever see. But as you can see, it basically did nothing. Almost done anyway, thank God. And we're done. Thank God. Forgive me. I'll return the water to the desert and go back to my home in the jungle. Promise? Yes. So, did the root just you know, sort of walk here? How does that work? What a fool. I really didn't expect this to happen. Let's move on to the next plan. They will undoubtedly head for the kingdom of Vampra. The freezer will stop them there. Is Camellia getting better? Yes, she drank the water and her condition is improving. Why don't you get some rest? Camellia has finally recovered. Thank you, Spike. You saved my life. It looks like your training paid off. How do you feel? I'm ready to go. Good. Whoa, that's quite the upgrade. Great Spike, the new car is complete. That's great. And we've discovered a tunnel that leads to the land of Vampra. That's convenient. Everything is packed and ready to go. Whoa, that's a big boy. Goodbye and good luck. Let's go. Farewell. Adios. Spike? Camellia? Sorry, you just missed them. You're kidding! I can't believe you left me stranded in Ratville. Sorry, man. You shouldn't have slept in. Be nice to Rudy, Spike. He did save your life, didn't he? Yeah. And he helped you get the water, too. Yeah, that's right. I'm a valuable member of the team, who doesn't deserve to be left behind. It's cold here. The land of Vampra used to be warm and dry. I must continue on with you to find out what has happened. I'll take a break here. Yes, you need a rest after that long run. But I'm not sure I want to be left behind again. Hey, that wasn't my fault. You should have set your alarm. You could have woken me up. Are you guys done arguing yet? We've got to get moving. It's freezing cold here. It used to be so warm. I think the snow has something to do with the presence of von Hessler's army. It must. I'm going to rest here for a while. You're still tired? Hey, I ran all the way here to catch up with you. Of course I'm still tired. What is that conversation? You should get some rest. How dare you get some rest, you lazy ass. What is this? What is this dialogue? Whatever. Anyway. That's the point where it gets a bit repetitive here. It's cold here. It used to be warm. Well, it's really freezing. Well, it used to be nice. Yeah, we kind of got that. Anyway, this is the last town and area of the game, so be sure to get what you need from here on out, because this is the point of no return. Batland and Draculin's Castle was the exception, and this is possibly the best spot for grinding not only experience, but money. Tons of money. And it's by these Python bunnies. And there are very plentiful of them. Right now at our level we're not doing so hot, but by killing some of them, they drop tons of money and health. Where did Camellia go? Okay, just get some of my own now. That's fine. This is fine. But this isn't the spot to actually grind all this. It's actually right here, because that happens, and they always come in groups, so all you just have to do is jump spin them to death, let the profits rake in. After I get a level up. So, we're going to need about 800 gold coins. There's a reason for that. Because there's something in the shop here that we really need that can help. Okay, they usually drop some money. There we go. Look at that, 2 50s. We already have 100. Wow, that's crazy. These guys drop so much health and money, it's insane. Like I said, this is the best place to actually earn some funds. Because I wasn't joking about the point of return. This is at the point where, yeah, it gets real. And you best do whatever business you have in Vampire because we're never coming back here ever again. This is the last stretch of the game. Okay, appreciate the help, but I need money, guys. There we go. They always drop tons of cash. So, I'm gonna cut to when I actually have the funds and meet you back in town. Alright. Back and mass the funds. Now, you got some decent amount of experience too, so we're already close to a level up. So, let's go back to town. Go to the shop. Why do we need 800 gold? This is the ultimate hat, the lightning hat. Not only does it has increased attack, but it also has another special property that makes it completely broken. So after healing real quick, and saving, let's actually continue on our trek. We pretty much already did what we came here to do. another new enemy variant, the Frozen Foe. They're pretty much the same, only more beefy. That's really it. Now, the lightning hat is all special stuff, but what does it actually do? Well, observe. Fire? Okay, it did it, for example, but... There! It actually homes in on enemies and does continuous damage. So now... we are now truly broken. Look at that. Look at that glorious damage. This will be very useful for bosses and enemies coming up. Because this is at the point where the game just doesn't fuck around too much. This is where it starts to get really difficult. Also, we have these things. On contact, it actually stuns you. I don't know why. They just do. And we have another fine enemy type, the apes. They are very beefy at level 10. And there we go. We're almost close to a level up anyway, so this has been very productive. See, we're at level 9 now. So we should deal more damage. See, now we're getting somewhere. These guys are a semi-threat, I guess. Not if I just do this, oh my god. And they can't understand the concept of walking up cliffs or stairs, so... Look at that. Look at that damage. Oh my god. It just tears them apart like crazy. This is why you need the money for this hat. It is a must. Look at that. Look at that. Best purchase ever made. Absolutely incredible. And it's gonna be a while till the next level up, so... Oh my god, there are many of you. I'm getting out of here. There's nothing up here. There's a lever here that seems very out of place for this kind of thing. I guess... I don't know why that's there. Anyway, here we have our dungeon. And man, the music is great as always. Yeah, get away. You look familiar. Are you Spike? Yes? How did you know my name? Word of your accomplishments has spread. I understand that you stopped the invasion of von Hessler in Batland. Have you heard of the freezer in the Ice Palace? Yes, and strange as it may seem, I heard that he has a weakness for chicken noodle soup. Weird. If you give him a bowl of soup, he will no longer be invincible, but he'll still be difficult to beat since he is a level 11 fighter. Thank you for the tip. Ha! Go ahead and beat the Iceman, fool. With him gone, Vampire will be under my control. Hey, I didn't catch your name. It's not important. Hurry, defeat the freezer. Well, thank you anyway, friend. Goodbye. So, it seems that Hydra has ulterior motives of her own. Interesting. Anyway, just gonna duck in the corner here and just do this. And since your partners share the same strength as you, they're gonna tear them to shreds as well, because oh my god. That is crazy. Wow. This is basically the last dungeon of the game before we get to the end game itself, and man, what a view. Alright, so here is our save point. Save here. And now it's time to enter the Ice Palace, and oh boy, this is a thing. Ice physics, and also a swarm of snowman. Oh my god. Just keep on jumping and spinning and they won't hurt you. Jesus. Right off the bat, they swarm me with this. And since we're in an ice level, of course we have ice physics. They are going to be a pain in the ass. But anyway, let's just continue here and... oh shit. Now who is this in my ice palace? I'm Spike McFang, Prince of Batland. Well, I'm the Freezer, Von Hessler's most powerful warrior. He gave me this palace so that I could rule over the land of Vampire. You must be a good fighter to get all this way. Yes, I am. Then challenge me. I've never lost a fight. You will now. And Hydra wasn't exactly lying, because, yeah, we can't do anything. He has a whole array of special attacks here, including homing lasers. And he sometimes does that. There's really not much you can do. Just continue wailing him until he basically gets bored. Ah. He always shoots the light eye lasers right in front of him. But why would you ever want to be there? And there we go. You're no match for me. If you ever feel like learning another lesson, you can find me on the other side of the palace. The freezer is tough. I wonder if chicken noodle soup really does make him weaker. Well, that's our first thing on the to-do list. Is to find the chicken noodle soup in order to weaken him, because right now, we can't do shit. And make no mistake, the freezer is tough. Like, really strong. we experienced... getting there. Oh god. We are also introduced with more annoying enemies, the time bombs, which you can just avoid, and these guys. The Ice Queens, where you could just go past them. They basically home in on what you do. So, let's just... Oh my god, these ice physics. Why? We also have these rolling spike pendulum things. That seems like something out of Donkey Kong that just appear out of nowhere, and oh my god. So much crap is happening on screen right now. And we have conveyor belts. Why are there conveyor belts in an ice palace? Why are they here? And look at all of this crap that you have to do, on top with the ice physics. Out of my way. Yeah, oh god. We're also introduced with the Crystal Knights. These guys are dangerous, and I'm stuck on the wall, and there you go! Case in point, that will happen. And this is the first death now that I think about it. So, yeah. Fun. So, gonna cut back to where we were. No need to show the boss fight again, all that stuff. Okay, we're back, and I gain a level. So, I've just basically been jumping around because jumping doesn't impact your movement. And I've just been mainly gaining experience from these guys. Excuse me. Anyway, we're pretty much near the end of this dungeon now. And look at that! There's a save point. Thank God. Now, the chicken noodle soup is down this hole. Sup? Do you want some soup? Just don't tell the freezer about it. Spike received the card of soup. Yep, that's definitely a thing. Now, we have to hike our way back up here. Okay, so I technically lied. There is one instance of backtracking. But it's very minor that, yeah, you get there in no time. See, we're already making our way back here. See, we're back. Like we never left. Alright, now, it's time for the boss of the freezer. Round 2. Fall down this hole. Get to the other side. Make it past here. Ignore these guys. Don't want to deal with them right now. Here he is. You again. One humiliation wasn't enough for you, eh? It's your turn, Iceman. Behold! Nutrition! What? Soup! 3 bowls! How did you know about my weakness? Now we can damage him. So, best to keep your distance with this guy and not do that. That do anything? What happened? Why did you just T-pose for dominance? yeah, this is also the point where your companions are not really going to do much against bosses anymore. They're good at taking care of enemies and damage control. But as for bosses, no, that ship has sailed. What? God, so much happening. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's just spamming me crazy. What is this? I've never seen him do that much before. Holy shit. That was so many ice spears. That was insane. But anyway, we're halfway there. Just gonna avoid the lasers. Man, he really likes using that, doesn't he? Other than that, he's very slow. But when he's lower health, he does this. It gets something, I guess. Anyway, he's almost near death now. Yeah, we're done! You are strong, Spike. I don't know how you knew about my weakness for soup, but you're good. And then we were eaten. Actually, no. That was close. The ice palace is melting and we were almost caught in the middle of it. Freezer wasn't such a bad guy after all. Was he, though? I'm not exactly sure about that statement. What makes him good exactly? I guess he spared us, but... He saved us from the collapsing palace. Or maybe the bird just happened to, you know, be nearby. But sure, whatever, let's go with that. Look, the snow is starting to melt. Even the freezer has been defeated by these meddlers. Hydra, summon all of my officers and have their troops surround the castle. Sir, what? They have all been defeated. All of the officers? Yes, except for those of us here. Just us. Yes, sir. Prince Spike, now that the village of vampires is safe, we can move on to Castle Von Hessler to save King Draconin and Queen Vampire. It'll be easy going by airship. Buy supplies and I will prepare the ship for our journey. Will do, Professor. We're not going to be doing that because I already have a save file for that, but just to give you a taste of what's coming, let's go. Let's go to the Castle Von Hessler. Take the airship. Wow, they weren't kidding. It is literally an airship. And this is the first time that we actually see character portraits, which is really weird. It's only in this section. Huh. The airship travels quickly. I could already see Castle Von Hessler on the horizon. I'm glad that we didn't leave you behind this time, Rudy. I wouldn't let it happen twice. Oh. The engine's on fire! 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 I should have known it'd be too easy. We're going down! Camellia fell from the ship right before we crashed. We have to find her. Okay, say, where are we anyway, Professor? We're in the jungle of mazes. Uh-oh. You'll never make it through this jungle to Castle von Hessler unless you take the right path. Keep notes and watch for clues. Isn't this the jungle that they say no one has ever returned from? We'll see about that. And welcome to the final area of the game. I'm not kidding. This is the end. We are near the end of the game, and this is the final area. This is basically the Lost Woods. Camellia, are you okay? Ouch. I'm fine. You sprained your ankle. I'll be fine. Let's go. I don't know, Camellia. It doesn't look like you should walk on it right now. You stay here and heal. Spike and I will continue on to the castle. Yeah. Okay? Okay. As soon as I feel better, I'll catch up with you. So, the gimmick here is, as it's aptly named, this is the Jungle of Mazes. So, if you go the wrong way, this happens. But if you go the right way, it lets you know. And these are the final enemies of the game, the Forest Clove. Well, almost the final enemy. They give some decent experience. So, let's basically start over. This is divided into two sections. The first section is basically just traversing through here. So, first we go right, up, left, down, left, and up. And we have our mini-boss, this thing. You have traveled far, warriors. However, I cannot permit you to go any farther. Are you an agent of von Hessler? Yes. I have special orders to keep meddling intruders away from the castle, and that would be you. So this is Moray. He's a level 12 fighter. And he's quite something. He's quite beefy here. He'll try many strategies to get you stuck in place and wail on you. Most of the attacks can just be avoided by just jumping. And as you can see, the time card doesn't work on bosses, but it was worth a shot. Other than that, this guy is very simple in the first phase. You guys are pretty good for a couple of shrimps. Now he has another phase. So, it's time for a change of scenery here. So with the power of another save file, this fight is going to be very trivial. That's why I didn't buy any cards this time, and show you what it's like to be an underleveled, because now we're going to destroy this guy, and it's not even funny. So, let's start round 2. Behold. Look at that. It shreds his health like nothing. Yeah, this guy's pretty much a joke. He stands absolutely no chance. Even with the second phase, it's pretty much more of the same. Only he uses his googly eyes to attack you. That's pretty much it. Other than that, he has slightly increased defenses, I guess? But as long as you're basically next to him or behind him, Mori can't do anything. Look at this. Look at this. And we're done! Ugh. If I'm going to go down, I'm going to take you with me. And then we have this. This nets you a bunch of experience. I'm not even kidding, we're already at the next level. The maximum level is 16, so I basically grinded a lot with like the clothes and such, and yeah, we're pretty much done. So now this is the second part of the maze. It's very simple. So we go left, and we're introduced with the final enemy, the warriors. That guy's just poking the wall. What are you doing? We go up, right, up, and up again. And that's it! We're at the final section of the game. So all that's left is a couple boss fights, and we win. Man, look at this place. Oh, hello. Finally! What took you so long? It's the stranger from the ice cave. What are you doing here? You're so ignorant. I'm the leader of Von Hessler's army, fool. You did me a great favor by defeating the Freezer. After I get rid of you, Vampire will be my headquarters. Von Hessler thinks he will rule Vladimasco. I'd be better at it, don't you think? We'll see about that. So yeah, seems she has her own agenda here. So, let's whale her for their attacks. First phase is pretty much a wash. She deals some decent damage here, but yeah, her defense is really not great. But she constantly protects herself with the shield. You're not bad. Perhaps it just wasn't luck that got you this far. But now I will summon the power of Mantra and finish you off. Now we have phase 2. She's now a squishy spellcaster now, makes herself vulnerable, while I guess this Drake thing, this mantra, is here. It's really a non-issue. See, it's just down like that, and she summons another one. She doesn't do anything, she's just out in the open. It's really just this thing that does all the work. But it's so easy that it's trivial. Look at that. And we're done. Oh, I've lost my power. How could this happen? It's all over, Hydra. You have no more magic to conjure. Release the islands and our families. If you want to save Vladimir, you will have to defeat von Hessler, your father, Rudy. My father is innocent. An evil force is controlling him. Let's find your father and get to the bottom of this. I'm telling you, Spike, my father would not do this. I believe you. Good. And now it's time for the final battle. Let General von Hessler himself and find out what is actually going on. Ah, I've been waiting for you, young adventurers. What's going on here? Father, you must be under a spell. Wake up! You will go down in defeat in the name of Owasa. Alright. First phase of von Hessler, he's a squishy wizard again. So just continue to wail on him. He teleports here and there. Summons a myriad of spells. But other than that, yeah, pretty much doable. This is only the first phase, so don't waste all your cards here. Did he just him slap me again and again? All of the spells can be avoided by just jumping. Jumping is pretty much broken in this game. And we're done, but something is happening. Your power is nothing compared to mine. Behold my true form and prepare to be destroyed. Incredible. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Your history creep. Try to stop me. Let's go. And now, he has some kick-ass armor. Now for phase 2. He's pretty much more the same, but there is an easy exploit in that he can sometimes get stuck on the side of his throne. But now, it's time to actually use the card starting with Earthquake. Deals massive amount of damage. This is what I'm talking about. Look at this. He is stuck. There is nothing that he can do. Most of his spells can't even reach that far. The only danger is the weapon that he fires, but other than that, yeah. He's pretty much sitting duck here. Look at this. It just shreds his health like crazy. So, best to use all the cards, the attacking cards that you can, because this is the last battle of the game. So just go crazy here. Wait for a moment. Quite the beefy health. See? Absolutely helpless. You're not supposed to be able to do this, but I'm gonna take advantage of it. But he still deals some serious damage here. Case in point. You can also do that. Did I mention that the music is actually kick-ass in this game? Because it is. give him a fighting chance here. There we go. So I'm not exactly sure who this Iwasa guy is, or this Zawa thing. There's clearly no explanation on this character. He just exists. I don't even know what this ghost thing is supposed to be. But, yeah, we're almost done. And that's it. I have underestimated your moves. There is still someone that I can turn on you. What was he talking about? Camellia, he's going to hypnotize her into fighting us. Oh no. Yeah! It's Camellia. He must have gotten to her. I am the ruler of Vladamasco. Camellia! Don't be fooled. The creature's controlling her. Not anymore. What's going on? This menace won't give us any more trouble. How did you do it, Camellia? Wow. It's over now. The land is safe. I can now live in peace. What an adventure. Let's continue to work together for the future of the islands. As a team, we will be unstoppable. First, kleptomania. And now, slow text. Father, how did this happen? I can't believe that you let the creature control you. It was a strange experience, son. At the time I realized that something was wrong. He had taken over my mind. Well, it's all over now. Yes. And you have proven yourself as a worthy heir to the Von Hessler crown. Thank you, Father. This was quite an ordeal. Camellia, you handled it very well. We all did well. Spike and Rudy are both great fighters. Thanks to all of you, the islands of Vladamasco are safe. Now, we must rebuild the lands. Someday, Camellia, you will make a fine ruler of the Vampire Kingdom. Thank you, Mother. Let's go home. Yes, let's go. Spike, I didn't expect you to do so well. You've grown up. Thank you, Father. You have proven yourself well. as a worthy prince of Batland. Spike, I'm proud of you. Someday, you will be the king. Rudy, Camellia, and I are all ready to do our duty for the land. In time, you will do just that. But for now, you are still my little boy. Oh, Mom. And that was the game. So, yeah, that was fun. Nice little blast from the past here. Bit quirky, fun. Has its own charm with the music and graphics and such, and it's not a bad game at all. I'm disappointed that there was no sequel or anything, but the problem is, it's very obscure and very out of the way, so if you have the time, go search up this game. It's a lot of fun here. And the story is not the most in-depth in the world. It's not on the same vein as Final Fantasy or all that stuff, but it's very simple for the time that it is. And most of the boss fights and stuff require a lot of strategy with the levels, and it's definitely a lot of level grinding in order to just survive and actually deal some damage, as you can plainly see. So, I hope you enjoy all of this, and if not, well, I'm sorry. But I certainly enjoyed my time playing with this. Errors and all, because, this game can be very difficult at times, as enemies and bosses deal ridiculous amounts of damage. So, yeah, that's the Twisted Tales of Spike McFang. So, I'm gonna be taking a break here, and I really don't know what else to do. So, hope you enjoyed this, and, like, comment, subscribe, or whatever YouTubers do with all that shit. And have a good day, night, evening, whatever time zone it is. So, bye.